Good morning, hCG family. So this is Heather checking in. I decided over the weekend, Sunday I was still at 149, and I think Saturday I was at 148. So I just decided my body kind of liked where it was at, and I was fine with that. I felt like I had pretty much stabilized on that weight, and decided that I was going to freeze my last 4 injections and make Sunday my last injection weight, so or my last injection day. So yesterday I woke up and I was 149.8, and I can't tell you what, I think it might have been like 0.2 up from Sunday, and then today I'm at 149.0, so down just a little bit, but not worried about it. I actually got onto my Fitness Pal yesterday, and I logged in like a month ago, but actually put what I ate yesterday in there, and it said I ate more than I was supposed to eat, but I couldn't really find the exact measurements of what I was trying to put in. But so yeah, I'm doing good there. I am excited. Didn't feel any hunger yesterday, whereas Sunday it almost felt like I felt hunger more, and I injected that day. So not really much hunger yesterday, but definitely eating my meals because I just want to stabilize and go smoothly into P3. And I mean, I'm kind of nervous about P3, but I got some advice yesterday from Graphics Girl, and just kind of how to introduce things, and that kind of helped clarify for me what I should do, because I was kind of thinking, well, one day I'll just add cheese, and one day, but I think what I'm going to do is just kind of add like more meats, or, you know, and then some cheese, and just not a ton, of course, but I think it'll be fine, because I'm going to be eating basically the same foods. It's just every once in a while adding, like, you know, having a protein shake for breakfast, so I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable with it. So yeah, Thanksgiving will be my first day on P3, but I'm just going to plan on having pretty much a regular meal as far as P2 style, but I think I might make, the only thing I'm going to add in that day is a little bit of cheese, I think. So, I'm not sure. I might think about it, because I was thinking about making that spaghetti squash au gratin casserole that Lynn Levinson made, and I've been wanting to try that, and I've got a spaghetti squash, so we'll see. But, yeah, I am doing good. I actually met up with somebody on Sunday for Shockley, which I think is the same thing that Karen Hume was talking about. I'm almost 100% sure it was just the Vitalizer stuff, but I didn't know it was the same company, so until I met up with her on Sunday. But yeah, she used to be my Willow House consultant, which is like Southern Living at Home stuff, and they're going out of business, so she's had a rep with Shockley and decided she's going to take on Shockley, and so she was just telling me a little bit about it, but it turned into this like hCG intervention, because I had shared with her a little bit about what I was doing over the phone when we were just catching up, and because I kind of know her, and she was sharing with me that she had a previous in her past had a food, I think she didn't say exactly what it was, but I think it was, she was like anorexic or something like that, but a food addiction in that sense, or a food, you know, compulsive eating kind of problem. So I had felt open with her, talking to her on the phone a couple weeks ago, and just telling her a little bit about my journey and how God's impacting my life with it, and you know, she goes to a neighboring church over here, and so I was just talking to her a little bit about it, and, you know, it ended up turning into this big intervention, and I was like, you know, and they were like, well, you know, what you're doing is, you know, do you have, they have clinical trials that are pure clinical trials, and this and that, and I'm just like, you know, it just became this big thing, and I kind of had to defend my point and say, you know, I've done enough research on this myself. She's like, well, have you seen the negative effects that it can cause? And pulled out this email of like some man that is like 50 or 60 that did it once and supposedly completely ruined his metabolism, his testosterone, and when he measured his body fat afterwards, all he had lost was muscle mass, which it conflicts with every single thing in our community. And that's why, that's what I told him. I said, I have a community that I've tied into with over 50 people and I know one for sure, which I was talking about, Miss hCG girl, Chica, hCG Chica, and she's done hydrostatic body fat testing. And I'm like, you can see before and after each round exactly what Robin Woodall's talking about in her clinical trials. And I told him about Robin Woodall, this and that, and it turned into this big to-do, and it kind of upset me, because I guess that's the kind of rebuttal you're going to get from people. But I just left it at like, well, I'm interested definitely in getting the vitalizer, and and interested in those things in the future, but as far as this being like an hCG intervention, I didn't say that, but I was just like, I kind of shut the door on that. So that was stressful, but it wasn't bad. I guess it's just funny how this protocol to so many people is just like, it's just so crazy to them. And I said it's not as much about a diet, it's about the mentality of what you're going through, and I think that's the most important part. And I think we can all agree that if God's changing us and we're changing internally about how we deal with food, then it's okay. And I'm not one person to want to say, hey, let's take this, and this. And they backed me with saying, oh, well, the FDA doesn't even approve it as a diet, weight loss. And I said, yeah, but you've also got the FDA who's letting doctors prescribe Phentermine to people. That's legal speed. It's bad for you. It's terrible for you. And doctors are prescribing it in weight loss clinics across the U.S. So just because the FDA says something's okay, does that make it, okay? Because they say something's bad, it's not proved to do this. That just means in their own studies they haven't found that. Obviously, all of us, it's worked. So, and I don't think it's a placebo effect, because I'm the type of person, if I was hungry, I would be hungry. There's no convincing myself that I'm not hungry. I don't have that. My addiction is not telling myself that I'm not hungry. It's telling myself that I need to eat more. So, it just kind of strengthened that I'm doing this from a right stance. I'm not doing this out of wanting to be supermodel skinny or being, greedy, I guess, with weight loss or anything like that. So, yeah, it was just crazy. One thing I did make over the weekend, which I really enjoyed, and it kind of felt like, and I don't know if some of you might be around, like my family are kind of drinkers. They don't get drunk, but they on Thanksgiving are going to have a couple beers or a couple glasses of wine. So over the weekend, I made this drink, and it's Pellegrino, which, and I looked, the sodium level on it is like next to nothing. It's got like less than 1% in one serving. So that was a concern of mine, but I went ahead and I filled up a glass with ice, mixed half of it with Pellegrino, half of it with the vitamin water zeros. Robin Woodall drinks those in one of her days, her leptin days, where watch everything she eats all day long, and they're sweetened with stevia. And I actually looked, all of them are sweetened with stevia as far as I can tell right now. So I mixed half of an orange, like half the glass with a little bit of orange, and you can do like a splash of it, or a quarter of the bottle, whatever. And then I put a couple orange slices in it with some ice, and it tasted really good. I could have drank them all day long, and it felt fancy. Like, it felt like I was making a mixed drink, or I was having like a sangria, even though it was clear. It was perfect. And my mom had come over and visited, and I drank those the whole time she was there. And the good thing that Robin talks about is the stevia in there. Actually, I think she had mentioned, don't quote me, but she had said that actually will starve off your hunger for a little while, because it reacts with the leptin in your body, I think. So, yeah, I love those vitamin waters, and I like having like one a day, just to kind of see if on my way home from work I'm hungry. I'll drink one of those, and it'll put me off for about an hour until I can get home and make something. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that to you guys, because I thought you might be interested in that. Sorry about the light. I know it's kind of crazy. But yeah, everything is going great. I'm excited. you know, I am going to stabilize my best. And you know what? I think I'm gonna, you know, I think once I realized I was gonna have to stick to mainly P2 foods, I think that helps. So anyways, y'all, I'm reaching 10 minutes. I want to let you go. I need to learn how to make smaller vlogs. I feel like everything I say could take up a matter of 3 minutes, and it takes me 10. So anywho, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. I hope you have great losses. I hope you're stabilizing well. And I hope everybody's going to have a great Thanksgiving. Of course, I'm going to check in with you before then. But have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.